Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Friday, September 7th, 2018. Welcome to the weekend. We are finally here. And it looks like this weekend isn't going to be too bad. It'll be cloudy, but for the most part dry and much cooler. We're talking about highs this weekend in the 60s and 70s. That's right, you heard me right. After we've had temperatures around 90 degrees for several days, we are now falling back into the 60s and 70s just in time for the weekend. Today's still a little bit warm as we have some warm air still hanging around. You can see on the latest observations, winds are coming in from the north-northeast around 5 to 15 miles per hour. We do have a few showers hanging around, and some of these showers are capable of some heavy downpours at times. But notice the stationary front is now off the coast, and that means we have cooler air starting to build into the region, with temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 60s over the northern tier and lower to mid 70s along the coast and around the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. When you take a look at the latest satellite picture, you can see plenty of low clouds hanging around the region today. That's going to continue on through this upcoming weekend with a threat for showers today on through tomorrow morning. Then we dry out for the afternoon for tomorrow. Sunday morning is dry, but Sunday evening another shot of rain as the remnants of Gordon heads towards our neck of the woods. And on the latest surface map, you can see there's stationary front hanging around. There's the remnants of Gordon trying to hook right up onto that stationary front. This low pressure system will intensify and head up towards the Great Lakes this weekend. And as that's happening, this stationary front will rebound as a warm front on Sunday evening, leading to periods of showers heavy at times. Meanwhile, we have Tropical Storm Florence out here in the Atlantic. Yes, it is weakened into a tropical storm due to what we call shear. The latest observations as of 5 a.m., and the next ones come out in about an hour and a half or so, have winds at 65 miles per hour. It is moving now to the due west at 7 miles per hour, and you can see the forecast track here is for Florence to eventually intensify back into a hurricane, potentially a major hurricane to the south of Bermuda and to the north of the Bahamas, heading right towards the United States. Now look, we do not know the exact track or even the impacts of this storm yet, okay? So I want to make that very clear. But clearly, based on the forecast we are seeing here, and based on the observations we are seeing with this storm, I would strongly suggest this weekend that you check on your supplies and make sure that you have batteries, a safety kit prepared, the potential for dealing with power outages for a long period of time, coastal flooding, and of course, it's always good to have a nice healthcare kit, just to protect yourself. It's always good, in case you get a cut or something of that nature, you can get yourself a medical kit that is pretty simple first aid. So when we take a look at the satellite picture, here's what stands out to me. Okay, a little bit of premium analysis. I usually do with premium members. You see how this is fanning out here? This tells me that the anticyclonic, the high pressure above the hurricane, is starting to become reestablished. And we're starting to see a reduction very slowly in the shear. As that happens, what we have is a more favorable environment for Florence to re-intensify, which is why we're seeing a forecast for Florence to become a major hurricane again. So the structure, the core right here is still intact. We have thunderstorms forming around pretty much on the western side of the circulation. As that shear, which we can see right here, starts to decline, the outflow, which is all this cirrus clouds kind of fanning out here, will start to become reestablished, and we'll see a whole circulation really start to reestablish itself to support a rapidly intensifying hurricane. So we're going to have to watch out very carefully. We're going to be, us meteorologists throughout the nation will be keeping an eye on this satellite picture, refreshing it every 15 minutes or so to see what the latest analysis is and what the latest observations are, to see if we can get any clues on the rate of intensification of this storm. So we'll be watching that throughout the weekend. So let's dive into the forecast. For today, a threat for a few showers, otherwise cloudy skies. Look for highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s. For tonight, look for variable cloud cover with a few isolated to widely scattered showers. Temperatures falling into the mid to upper 60s. For tomorrow afternoon, sky cloud cover is expected as you head to the north. Broken cloud cover as you head to the south. And isolated showers possible as you head down towards southern New Jersey. Look for highs in the mid to upper 70s. On Sunday, dry conditions in the morning followed by increasing clouds and a threat for showers in the afternoon and evening hours on Sunday. Look for temperatures to range. And this is pretty cool for this time of year. It's a nice little change too. Lows in the mid 60s. Highs in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Now that is some beautiful weather for the region. On Sunday night on through Monday, look for periods of showers, heavy at times, lows in the lower 60s, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s. On Tuesday, that warm front lifts through with periods of showers expected. Look for lows in the lower 70s, highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s. On Wednesday, a cold front will approach the region but start to stall out. Look for scattered showers. Lows in the mid to upper 60s, highs in the lower to mid 80s. Now on Thursday, whatever happens with Florence is going to be approaching the coast here, whether it comes through the Southern Carolina, South Carolina, and North Carolina, or heads up towards Delmarva, or even towards our neck of the woods, we simply do not know. What I can tell you is this. Thursday is going to be a breezy day. You're going to be dealing with coastal flooding and rough surf. Periods of showers because the rainfall and the moisture from this hurricane will be running up against the stationary front, with temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to lower 70s and highs in the upper 70s. On Friday, this storm will either be lifting up through the region or will be curving out into the Atlantic. Not sure yet, but those are the two possibilities I'm seeing right now. Either way, we're dealing with periods of showers, possibly heavy, with temperatures ranging from the mid-70s for lows and upper 70s for highs. It'll be cloudy, it'll be windy. Definitely expect rough surf, beach erosion, coastal flooding, even if the storm stays off the coast, because it'll be moving through the coastal waters either way, okay? So if this has a more direct impact on the region, and we're talking about very heavy rainfall, you're talking about 2 to 6 inches of rain, possibly more. So we're going to have to watch this very carefully. A lot is up in the air here, but this storm definitely bears watching, as there is pretty strong support that at the very least it will get to the coastal waters of the eastern United States, whether it makes landfall, where it makes landfall, and whether it tracks due north or kind of weakens. There's a whole lot of uncertainty on the exact impacts, but certainly it looks like this storm is going to be something we're going to be talking about all through next week. That is your forecast discussion for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and as always, stay safe out there.